or is it just gonna have an aesthetic feel? I kind of like the aesthetic feel, but also it's a little white.
No, it's good that it's white because you don't want it yellow. No, yeah, turn on the lights.
Good, yeah.
I'm ready. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, while we're here at Danceport National Championships, I decided to film a Q&A for you guys. A ballroom dance Q&A with my dance partner.
Hello.
I didn't like that. I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me a lot of questions. I want to give a shout out to Marion Varblain for asking the most questions and very good questions.
Pick whichever one your heart desires.
How many years have you been dancing? I have been dancing for like 2.5 years. This is my 3rd year. And
11 years, I think, going on 12 for me. Started when I was 8.
How to be brave while dancing? How to overcome the fear of failure? Ooh, I feel like I'm still working on that one, so I can't give a proper response to that.
I think for me, the easiest thing is just screw up a lot in practice, because then you'll get used to screwing up, and then it won't feel as bad. And also, when you're at the competition, just try to like meditate and breathe and let go. At the competition, that's just a result of your practicing. So if you practiced well, you're gonna do well. If you didn't practice very well, you're not gonna do as well. So whatever happens that day is gonna happen, so might as well enjoy it.
So like go out there with 0 expectations and just have fun. Did you have to get certified for teaching? We both teach. I just started. And then you've been teaching for like over a year?
Over a year, yeah.
Yeah, and we didn't get certified for teaching.
I mean, it may depend on your studio. Your studio might have some policies. Like Fred Astaire, I know, that network of studios does do certifications and contracts and all that. We don't, so we don't have to get certified.
How many times in a week should I train if I want to be like really a good dancer?
Depends on what you mean by really good. Like if you mean really good every day. I mean, we try to be in the studio pretty much every day, including weekends, because school and work and sleep, unfortunately.
But definitely set a goal for yourself. For example, a goal that I would make for myself is like make it into the final at nationals like right now, right? So then I would make kind of like a list of ideas of what I should do in my practice in order to reach that goal. Customize your practice plan based on what you actually want to achieve.
The more you practice, the better you'll do.
Good exercises for ballroom posture. Just walk around everywhere with like your neck stretched and super tall.
Yeah.
Like literally everywhere. Like anywhere you go. Live the good posture instead of just putting it on when you're dancing or you're in the studio.
It helps to know a bit of anatomy, kind of like where your spine is, like what it looks like, where it curves. So, because the more you understand your body, the more you can kind of tell your body where you want it. Well, I can, think about where my spine is, and then that helps me put my back and my arms in the right place for dancing.
For example, if you never have done any sport that like really focuses on posture, then you wouldn't really know how to do that and how to fix that. I did gymnastics for a little bit before I danced, and so that also helped me, so I didn't really struggle with posture issues. What's the main thing that you love about dancing? Okay, honestly, I love the competitions just because I like getting my hair done and my makeup done, and I love the dresses and the costumes. Like, I just love it. And also, I love getting out and performing in front of like a large audience of people, which is really weird because I used to have really bad stage fright until like I started ballroom dancing, and then now I'm like, competition? Yes, please.
For me, it's just being able to continually get better and practice something over and over and see yourself getting better. And that's just really kind of motivating for me, because I can go from not being able to do something and then work on it, and then suddenly it works really well. And that's just kind of what drives me. I like getting better.
No, I definitely agree with like the whole like getting better process. Oh, how much does professional makeup and hair cost for competition? It depends on the stylist that you get it with too. Every stylist sets their own kind of prices, but I would say from $60 to like $120 for hair. And same goes for makeup, honestly. Well, if you're a younger dancer, you definitely pay less for hair and makeup.
Guys, fortunately, don't have to do makeup. I'm very thankful for that, because I couldn't manage this. We do have to do like bronzer or foundation, get the skin a little darker, especially if you're very white like me, but that's much less difficult than that. Especially for guys' hair, I would encourage all the guys out there to learn how to do their own hair, because once you start practicing it, it's not that hard. It really does save you money, because you just need, hairspray, hair product, and a little bit of your time.
Like my hair, for example. Some people can do it on themselves, but I can't because favorite colors. Mine is like a light purple, pastel purple.
Judging by my outfit, you'd guess black, but it's actually green.
My outfit is also black.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like ballroom dancers in general tend to wear a lot of black for some reason.
Do you think that ballroom dancing will be roughly affected by coronavirus? It already has,
Yeah,
indeed.
we have had to cancel all our group classes at the studio. Big competitions are getting canceled. I mean, I know in Europe, basically all the competitions are canceled through beginning of April already, and it's probably going to get more canceled as time goes on.
What is an average price of a normal ballroom dress? What are your experiences? Ballroom dresses are very expensive. My standard dress that I compete in right now costs almost $2,000, and then my Latin one is $1,250. It was a sponsored dress from like a designer, so it was also expensive because of that. If you do buy dresses, countries like Czechoslovakia or like Ukraine, their sewing there is cheaper, so you are likely...
I'll jump in on this to say, for guys, it's a little easier, especially if you're dancing standard. You just need the one tail suit. It is expensive. My current tail suit was also about $1,800, but if you're just starting out, you can get simpler and lower quality tail suits for around $800.
Where do you live? We are currently in Utah, but we do not live here. We are from Seattle, Washington. Yep.
Specifically Kirkland for me, which is like 5 minutes away from all the coronavirus cases, so...
Have you got any phobias?
Height. Can't do height.
Yep, I'm scared of car crashes, not gonna lie. I got into a small accident a while ago and that was like, my life was over. And it was like not even bad. Like, I'm just terrified of getting into a car crash because my car will be gone and my life will just be canceled for a while. What keeps you motivated? I think we already talked about it, like just getting better. Going to competitions like UK Open, for example, really like opens your eyes, and that also motivates you because it kind of shows you how big the world of ballroom dance is and how far you can actually get if you do set your mind to it. Do you think that ballroom community is friendly? I'd say questionable. I don't know.
I would guess it depends on your community. I mean, I've had pretty positive experiences thus far, but it's probably different for everyone.
I feel like it's harder when you start older, like me, because I would always feel very intimidated by the like older and more experienced dancers who were like better than me. I literally even was intimidated by him like before we started dancing together.
I'm not that intimidating, to be honest.
Opinions on ballroom dancers being harassed by teachers, how to deal with it.
That's not cool. Teachers, if you're out there, don't do that.
Coaches shouldn't be yelling at their kids all the time. I mean, sometimes. You know, when you watch those videos online of like teachers who like hit their kids with sticks and stuff like that, that's terrible. Tips for stronger hand position holding, especially in Latin dances.
Practice.
Like work out, like work your body out, like your strength wise outside of just dancing, and practicing too, just practicing basics with like strong arm positions, that also helps, and going slower at a slower tempo, not full speed.
Especially for Latin, especially kind of like shoulders and back, because all the like New Yorks and stuff, having to open the arm really fast, you're not going to get that unless you have strong and developed arms, shoulders, back. And same thing for standard really. It's less of a focus on, you know, fast movement of arms obviously because you're holding your frame the whole time, but for standard legs is really helpful. So
and arms too, because you really have to hold that like position the entirety of the time.
Yeah, for sure. And cardio. The better your cardio is, the less you're gonna get tired.
Have you ever felt like you don't want to dance or like you have no energy to? The first one about not wanting to dance, no, but no energy, yes. Like sometimes when you have a lot going on, it just becomes overwhelming, so I don't think it has to do with specifically like dancing itself. It's just when you have a lot going on, or just going through like a more difficult time. But I think that dance is also something that always helps me cope with whatever I'm going through. Whatever I'm doing, like whatever is going on outside of dance, I know that when I come back to dance, that's just when I can like feel kind of like at peace, safer. Dance
does help you forget about all the other stuff that's going on, so do try to get to the studio even when you're not feeling it or when you're feeling sad, because I think it does help you focus less on those things. It's an outlet and it's a place to let go.
Any advice for finding a new partner? I recently lost my old partner. I'm very sorry that you lost your old partner. Advice for finding a new partner? I would say like ask around local studios first. If you're like sure on just like training at your studio that you're at currently, make sure that you make that clear, because some studios, when they say that they have a partner, they assume that you're gonna switch over to their studio to train. Either you're comfortable training at another studio or that the other person is comfortable training at your studio. Then you can also post stuff on like Facebook groups and partner search groups, also Instagram. Just asking around, also if you know any ballroom dancers in your community.
And I think also if you're now dancing by yourself because you don't have a partner, that just gives you more time to work on the things you need to work on. And the more dedicated that you show people that you are, the higher level you are, the better you progress. I think the more chances you'll have of finding a good partner because there's just going to be more options.
And also, like, sometimes you might dance for a partner in a while and it just might not work out. Like, that also happens. You know, you'll still get an experience out of it nevertheless. Like, don't limit yourself to finding, like, the perfect partner right away, because I think that any partner will help you progress in one way or another, or gain, like, some sort of experience. Things you wish you knew before starting ballroom dancing. I just wish I knew how big the world of ballroom dancing is. Like, I genuinely, when I started, I was like, didn't know that competitions exist and that I would end up going to, like, pretty major competitions. I didn't know that it was possible to start teaching or even making a career out of it, which definitely is possible.
I think something similar for me. Obviously I started when I was 8, so I don't remember too much what I was thinking back then. But I wouldn't say wasted the first several years of my dancing, but I definitely could have tried a lot harder and done a lot better, I think, if I had known where I could be and how much was available, because I just kind of, showed up at the studio, did my lesson, went home, and then kind of forgot about dance until the next time I came to the studio. Had I known that there's so many opportunities out there and there's so many things you'll get to see and do, I think I would have tried a lot harder. What do you think of buying a dress for a competition that has already been used by someone? Do it. New dresses, especially good new dresses, and this goes for tail suits too, but dresses you need to buy them more often. New stuff is expensive. Even if you kind of go to your, local person or someone that's not like a big brand name, it's still gonna be expensive just because of the amount of time that needs to go into it. For dresses, all the stones that you might need, the materials are expensive, so definitely buy used unless, you're a millionaire and you can afford to drop $5,000 on a new dress.
Least favorite dance and why? It's very hard because, like, on any given day, it just changes. I would say quick step and jive, but just because they're very heavy on cardio, but at the same time, I really love quick step and jive, so I can't say I hate it. Like, for Latin, I'd say that I also don't really like cha-cha, but then sometimes I, like, have a good time dancing cha-cha, and I'm like, it's not that bad.
Yeah, they're all good, honestly. Like, it's hard to hate any specific dance, to be honest. You need to kind of learn to like them. Not necessarily love them, because obviously I don't think anyone really loves Viennese waltz, for example. But you have to, I think, learn to at least tolerate them, because if you can't kind of, put your energy and your passion into your dancing, then it becomes a lot harder.
Latin versus ballroom.
Ballroom.
Favorite songs to dance to? You can't just ask something like that because we listen to, like, millions, so you don't...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, wait. There's no business like show business for quick step.
I like soda pop for a quick step.
Soda pop is good. Okay, well, it's not as good as show business.
Okay, we have different opinions on music. Let's just leave it at that.
Yes.
Favorite movies and TV shows? We don't really watch any. My favorite movie remains La La Land when I watched it, like, 4 or 5 years ago at the movie theater.
La La Land is good. I'm not really a watching things kind of guy. I read the news.
How to get that Latin vibe. I mean, all the emotions. It's so hard for me to express them.
We feel you.
Yeah,
Deep
this is
down.
why we dance ballroom. I would say practice, but also don't practice, because when you try to synthesize your emotions or the Latin vibe, you just look like a robot trying to dance. You're having a very difficult time dancing. I would say just let loose. Become less worried about what others will think of you, and just try and show your love for dance. Latin, flirting with the judges is also a thing, especially if you get into higher levels. If you really watch upper level dancers, they will just start winking and just really be playful with each other and with the judges and even with other dancers on the floor. It's just all about really living the music and the dance.
I think that's a big part of it. I will say that practicing your facial expressions is helpful, knowing what the Latin dancers at our studio do. It's definitely not your first or even fifth priority, but I think it's something you should put some time into, because if you're having to think about, am I smiling here? Am I doing this or doing that? While you're competing, you're gonna be less focused on actually getting a really good product as a result. So just like everything else, you should practice it a little bit just so you don't have to think about it when you're on the floor. Ultimately, some of it is just kind of something that comes naturally.
Do you know Maid is Able? I do not.
Never heard of him.
Are you scared of the coronavirus, and what do you think of it? You already kind of touched on this topic. We're not like scared of it because we're not technically in the risk zone, but it does kind of worry us, like maybe our parents or like our dance teachers or whatnot, you know, health issues or immunity problems. So that definitely kind of worries us.
I would just say in general, don't panic, but also don't like go around like licking surfaces. That's not a good idea either, you know?
Basically all the precautions you've probably already read online or like posted, just like listen to those and take them into account. Greetings from Estonia. I absolutely love your videos and you seem so friendly. Thank you. Greetings from the US.
And Utah currently.
I have never been to Estonia. I also don't really know much about Estonia. That's a very cool country to be from.
Yes.
So as I'm sitting here and editing this video, I realized that we got way too many questions to make it into one video. So I want to thank you guys for watching this part of our Q&A, and comment down below if you would like me to make a second part Q&A with the rest of the questions, or if you would like me to include one question at the end of each video that I upload in the future as kind of an ending to my videos, so you guys could keep finding out one question at a time about something related to dance or me or my dance partner. So just let me know what you want to do, and thank you guys so much for watching. I hope our responses were helpful and somewhat interesting, and as always, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!
We can edit that into a blooper reel.
There's no blooper reel. You put that. Can you move more this way?
Yes.
No, I look short. That's not fair.
Hello.
Not centered. Hello!
Okay, I'll tone it down a bit.